I'm talking skincare buzzwords this week, and today's buzzword is slugging. Yes, if you have been on TikTok over the past year, or you have patients who are on TikTok, they may have been asking you about this. I want to break it down for you because this is one trend that scares me, and not just because the name is kind of gross. Slugging is the practice of applying a thick layer of an occlusive substance like Vaseline or Aquaphor on top of your active skincare products at night to theoretically hold them in, push them in, trap them under this thick layer so they will penetrate deeper and work better. So on the surface, that sounds great, right? Who doesn't want that? But the reality is that a lot of these occlusives can be harming the skin in multiple ways. Number one, they are comedogenic. They will create breakouts, especially for someone who is oily or acne prone. That is 100% me, and the thought of putting a thick layer of Vaseline on my face gives me hives. I can just imagine waking up with a face full of cystic breakouts. So these ingredients are pore clogging, basically. The second issue is that when you apply something like that to the skin, keep in mind that your skin is a very intelligent organ. What we do on the surface affects its performance. Just like when we exfoliate and we remove cells from the surface, that triggers those new cells in the basal layer to divide and come to the surface. What an occlusive barrier does is trigger the skin that it actually doesn't need to turn over or repair its own barrier, because you've in essence applied this thick barrier-like layer to the surface. The skin can get a little bit lazy if we're constantly, just like you've heard, applying chapstick over and over makes your skin drier on the lips, right? I can vouch for that. Doesn't mean I'm gonna give up my chapstick, but your skin can be the same way. I think about having a teenager, if you have one at home. If you're going in and constantly cleaning his room for him, what incentive is there for him to suddenly start doing it himself, right? Very little. Think of the skin the same way. You're applying this occlusive layer, it senses those oils on the surface and thinks, cool, job done, no need to make any more barrier lipids, I can slow down all this turning over I've been doing, it's exhausting, and I'm just going to stay as I am, which can lead to a weaker barrier. Slower cell turnover leads to rougher texture and even premature aging. So I would overall have to give slugging 2 thumbs down as a trend. Don't do it. Try to discourage your patients from this. There's exceptions to this rule. Basically, if you are post-ablative laser, you're going to be doing a form of slugging with your post-care product. Hopefully not an Aquaphor, but one of the incredible healing medical post-procedure balms that are on the market. But otherwise, just leave the slugging to the slugs.